Hello, it is I. Good morning. Getting ready for work. Actually, getting ready to get out of the house. But first, I gotta make myself some protein iced coffee. And here, I already packed my lunch. It's a smorgasbord of leftovers. I made Brandon some sausage and egg sandwich. So he didn't finish all of it, so I am taking it to work with me. So I'm eating the rest of it. I got a couple of boiled eggs and some grapes. And I also packed myself black coffee. I made Brandon peanut butter and jelly. And he also got some black coffee. So I'm just gonna make my iced coffee and then I'm off to work. So first, what I like to do is heat up some water so I can dilute the Nescafe Gold instant coffee. So just a little bit because I need to make sure that everything fits in here after I poured in the chocolate protein shake by Fairlife. It has 30 grams of protein and some ice. So let's go. While the coffee is heating up, I'm gonna put in some ice. I really like this ice tray. So I think I'm gonna start with just 3 for now. So this water is all warm and I'm gonna put like a teaspoonful. I put a little bit more and just mix it up to dilute the coffee powder. So easy to make. And then next is pretty much I'll just, so you guys can see it, I'll pour it here. Boom. Nothing complicated. Shake this and then pour the rest of this chocolate protein shake. This is the best, I think, for me, in my opinion, the best chocolate flavored protein shake. So it tastes like Starbucks cafe mocha, in my humble opinion. So there you go. Then I got some straws here. And so I think I'm gonna use the green colored straw. The color of Starbucks. So there you go, and then just mix it up. So not only I get to enjoy iced coffee, but I'm also getting the 30 grams of protein because I try to hit or rather consume about 120 to 150 grams of protein every day. So good. I haven't made this in a long time, so this is really nice. Cheers! Okay, so now I'm gonna pack up my lunch. Like I said, I got a couple of boiled eggs. I got Brandon's leftover sausage and egg sandwich breakfast and some grapes. And then I got my iced coffee. I gotta make sure I got bottled water right there. I think I can put it in here. No, I'll just hold it. And then my black coffee. I know, I got iced coffee, black coffee, and water. So many drinks. So, all right, guys, I am off to work. So I'm here now in my car, obviously, and papunta na tayo sa work. And we took my in-laws to Mackinac Island, dito yan sa Michigan, and nilibre namin sila. So you know, you get to a point in your life where meron ka ng, you are old enough and you have the financial resources to start spoiling your parents. So this time, nilibre namin, we treated our parents, Brandon's parents, my husband's parents, my in-laws, to a nice vacation sa Mackinac Island. That was last week. So, but what I'm trying to say is that after that kind of vacation, talagang inispoil namin sila, no? You're always excited to go back to work, no? Kasi you appreciate, you appreciate the value of money. Money is not evil on its own. It's, yun nga sinasabi, it's the love of money that is evil. But if you use money to, well, number one, I will just share why I appreciate money, why I like money. Well, number one, not only it allows you to cover your basic needs, to provide yourself basic needs. Ano yun? Food, shelter, clothing. Diba? Importante yan, lalo sa mga nakatira dito sa Amerika. Dami-daming bills. Sobrang daming bills. Kaya naman, appreciated mo na may income ka kasi nakaka-provide yan para yung basic needs mo makover, magkaroon ka ng dignidad, may tirahan ka, may kakainin ka, may pambayad ka ng health insurance. If you've seen some of my videos, makikita nyo na nagpa-opera ako. That cost me, ang deductible ko doon, $8,500. And then, I didn't work for 6 weeks. So, yan ang masarap at nakaka-appreciate pag may pera, pag may ipon. Kasi kaya mo magpagamot, kaya mo magpa-opera. At the same time, kaya mo magpahinga sa trabaho. As a self-employed business owner ng isang hair salon, very straightforward ang aking cash flow. So, kung hindi ako nagtatrabaho, if I'm not cutting hair, if I don't have anybody on my chair, I'm not making money. So, salamat sa Panginoong Diyos. To God be all the glory. Nag-provide siya sa akin. Salamat din sa guidance ng aking nanay sa pag-iipon. Kasi talagang, alam mo yun, napaghandaan. I was able to afford my most recent major surgery operation and yung 6 weeks of recovery. Salamat sa Diyos na provide natin yan. So that's one, yung makapag-provide ka sa sarili mo ng basic need. Pangalawang value ng pera is yun na, yung you're able to share your blessings. So you're able to, first, yung pag-share ng blessing, yung pag-i-ease ng suffering ng ibang tao. So, in my case, very Filipino culture sa atin yan na nag-share tayo ng blessings, tumutulong tayo sa pamilya natin. Napakasarap tumulong sa pamilya, lalo na pag at tinutulungan natin yung nanay natin, yung mga mga uncle natin, auntie natin, mga pinsan natin, So, lalo pag talagang binibless tayo ni God ng cash flow, pinapakinggan ko si Pastor Ed Lapis, parang pinare-realize niya na kung kayo ang nilagay ng Diyos sa posisyon na kayo yung giver, magpasalamat kayo. Kasi mas masarap yung posisyon ng giver Nagbigay pa nga siya ng mga funny examples. Sabi niya, kung ikaw ang giver, kahit hindi nakakatawa yung joke, matatawa yung tao. Bakit? Kasi nagbibigay ka. And he's presented and shared many different examples of the perks of being in the position of a giver. Totoo yan, 'di ba? Parang sinabi pa nga niya not my words, his words, na parang you're like the boss. Although syempre, ako talaga allergic ako sa ganyan. When I give, I make sure that the receiver does not ever feel that I'm giving. Unang-una talagang na-realize ko na yan na kung ano yung binibigay ko hindi galing sa akin. Lahat ng meron tayo, pag-aari ng Diyos. Kasi siya naman ang gumawa lahat, di ba? So lahat ng kung ano man na nandito sa mundong to, pag-aari niyan, si God ang may pag-aari niya, pinahihiram lang sa atin. So kahit dumukot ka ng $1 million at ibinigay mo sa mahihirap, you have to humble yourself na yung $1 million na yan na nanggaling sa'yo through you, pinadaan lang sa'yo, pero ang may-ari pa rin yan, Diyos pa rin. So anyway, so going back, yun nga yung value ng nakakapag-alis ka, nakakatulong ka, ma-ease yung suffering ng ibang tao, nakakatulong ka. Ang sarap nun. Yung isang aspeto ng pag-share ng blessings na nakakatuwa, kaya masarap may pera, is napapractice mo yung pagiging sweet and thoughtful, diba? Kasi may mga tao naman tayong binibigyan, not because they need the help, but because we want to show them that we appreciate them. Let's say ako, if I want to show my clients appreciation, I've given my clients like cakes, itong specialty cakes na dito sa may Korean bakery dito, diba? binibigyan ko kahit kung ano-ano yung mga clients ko. Free shampoo and conditioner, gift cards, gifts, material gifts, Sandali lang, na-atching ako. Excuse me po. So, you're able to show kindness, to show sweetness, to show appreciation. Pag may pera ka, kaya mo magawa yun. Diba? Makapagpasaya ng mga ibang tao. Just giving gifts like, just because. Diba? So, yun yung sa akin, top 3. So, siguro yung pang-apat na naisip ko ngayon is, gives you, syempre, ang security natin, no? I just wanna say this, no? Our security is dapat nakarelay lang kay God. Hindi sa pera. Wala kang, hindi sa tao, hindi sa relasyon, hindi sa pamilya, hindi sa pera. Lahat kasi yan, hindi yan, solid foundation. Hindi yan solid na, na reliable. Ang number 1 lang na reliable ay ang Diyos. But having said that, may practicality din naman sa reality na, at totoo din naman yung reality na sa mundong ginagalawan natin. Siyempre, nakakatulog ka ng mas mahimbing pag merong kang ipon, pag merong kang behind. Katulad nun, yung example ko, di ba, nagpa-opera. So, dahil tawag dito nakapag-ipon ako, magaang yung proseso na-relax ako. Wala akong stress the entire time when I blocked off 6 weeks. Alam ko, 6 weeks ako walang kita. Tapos gagastos pa ako sa operasyon. And to add to that, kailangan ko pa rin bayaran yung renta ng ng space ko. 6 weeks na walang kita, tapos labas ng pera. But pag meron kang perang behind, nabibigyan ka niya ng peace of mind. So yon, yan pa yung isang na when you have emergency funds, 'di ba? Ang ganda-ganda ng emergency funds kasi halimbawa, masira na yung kotse mo. Anong nangyari to sa true to life sa amin tong mag-asawa, no? Like actually, 'di ba, so nagbakasyon kami sa Mackinac Island. Actually, bago kami pumunta ng Mackinac Island, nakarinig si husband ng parang an unusual na tunog doon sa sasakyan niya. So dinala namin sa talyer. So ang ending, so nilibre namin nga yung mga in-laws ko sa grand vacation sa Mackinac Island. Pag-uwi namin, I think yesterday, almost after a week, kasi din-wrap off namin yung van niya. Ayun, so meron kaming $2,500 na bill. Car bill. But you know what? No stress at all. Kasi may ipon po. Hindi ko po sinasabi to pagyayabang. Kasi sa totoo lang, kaya din naman po namin nagawa ito. Well, unang-una, to God be all the glory. Pero sa totoo lang, compared sa maraming mga Americans, maliit lang po yung bahay namin. I've always driven second-hand cars. Kumbaga, nag-sacrifice din ako sa lifestyle. Hindi ko finalo yung common lifestyle ng mga tao dito. Kaya, yun naman po yung naha-harvest namin sa pagtatanim namin ng pagtitipid, 'di ba? At saka siguro in fairness na nakatulong, wala din po kaming anak mag-asawa. Pero we really have a low lifestyle. Pero kaya ho ang balik naman ho nun, anytime may mga emergency, praise God na nagpo-provide sa amin at nagaguidean niya kami na maging good steward na pag-ingatan ng pera. Pag may mga emergency kami, so far we've been able to cover it. Kahit nung COVID, diba, 3 months na sara yung salon ko. Asawa ko self-employed din, so hindi din siya nakapagtrabaho for 3 months. But it was such a blessing from God. The way we see it is it's such a blessing kasi nagkaroon kami, yung government dito nagkaroon ng mga program na bigyan kami ng, we were able to get something from the government. So nagkaroon kami ng unemployment, tapos ako as a small business owner, nagkaroon din ako ng support from the government. So yun. So lagi ka may pambunot kung kailangan mo na ng bagong gulong, kung kailangan mo magpa-opera, kung kailangan, alam mo yun, kung ano-ano man ang emergency, lagi ka may bubunot. So yan ang gusto ko lang i-share sa value ng pera. Kaya it's nice. It gives you motivation. It inspires you to go to work and to make cash flow again. Kasi masarap masarap magbigay. Masarap it's nice to treat yourself. Pero sa totoo lang, masarap talaga lalo yung pag pinagbibigyan mo, talagang kailangan. Natutuwa ka kasi alam mo, natutulungan mo sila sa suliranin nila, 'di ba? Kaya yan, masaya may pera, 'di ba? So ayun lang,
don't really consistently vlog. Alam nyo eh, ano kasi no, parang pag busy sa buhay kasi talaga it's hard to find time. Parang ako naman din, parang hobby ko lang yung pag-vlog. Ayoko naman pilitin na mag-produce na out of stress, but I will do my best kasi there's a part of me na gusto ko rin naman mag-share, pero kasi ayoko na parang rat race na parang it's another career that I have to do, pero go with the flow lang. So yan lang, nice catching up with you po, and like I said, I will try to be as consistent. Sorry ho sa format ng vlog ko, hindi pahaba pero patayo, but sana carry na rin tong ganitong video format. So yun po, so work hard because sabi nga sa Bible, kapag ikaw ay may tinanim, meron kang aanihin at masarap umani. Lalo, ang importante, dapat ang inspiration sa pag-aani ay hindi lang sa pangsarili. Dapat ang isa sa inspiration, malaking inspiration nyo sa pag-aani ay, not only for yourself, pero to share the blessing. Mas masarap magtrabaho pag may ganun kang inspiration. Kasi at the end, hindi naman natin madadala sa kabilang buhay, ika nga. At ang gusto talaga ng Diyos sa atin, He designed us to be givers. Kasi alam ng Diyos na pag tayo ay nag-give, sumasaya din tayo. So by design, we are meant to give, to share our blessings, not just to hoard our blessings. So ayun po. Alright guys, until next time, goodbye!